Well, we're not done with the cold, even though today we are expecting temperatures to actually get pretty close to zero. Close to 30, I should say. Taking a look at our regional satellite and radar, there's really nothing going on right now, but we do see a little bit of snowfall back towards the west, and that's going to continue to slide off towards the east to our region, and that's what's going to be bringing us our next chance of a little bit of wintry precip as we go throughout the day tomorrow. Overall today, we are tracking slightly warmer temperatures than what we have been seeing. I promise today's highs are not going to top out at zero. We also are tracking largely sunny skies across our region, but tomorrow we are tracking the potential for a little bit of a wintry mix that's going to roll through our region, and it's going to start as snow and transition over to a little bit more of a mix. But right now we're enjoying that sunshine in Carbondale right now with a temperature of 24 degrees. That's the warmest it's been over the last couple of days across our region, with a feels like of 11. Also one of the warmer temperatures that we've seen across our region over the last couple days. Overall, though, a lot of us are in the low to mid 20s. 17, though, still for Poplar Bluff. And when you factor in the wind chill, a lot of us are feeling like about like the teens across a lot of our region, with 12 degrees being observed around Dixon Springs, 11 for Carbondale, but it still feels like the single digits back towards the west into portions of southeastern Missouri. As we go throughout the next couple of hours, we're going to get into the upper 20s by 1 o'clock. 30 by the time we make it to about 2 to 3 this afternoon, and then by the time we make it to 4, we're going to be back into the upper 20s. But notice that we do retain that sunshine through the entire afternoon. But tomorrow is going to be a day to definitely keep your Storm Track 3 app handy, because we are tracking our next system. We're going to be remaining mostly sunny through the afternoon, as you just saw, but by the time we make it to about 9 o'clock this afternoon, those clouds are really going to be knocking on our doorstep, and they're going to track off towards the south and towards the east. And by 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, we're going to see a few flurries knocking on our doorstep in our most northern counties, but notice our temperatures are going to be still into the 20s and upper teens. And by the time we make it to tomorrow morning, we're going to be seeing some scattered snow showers, but I'm expecting them to be very light in nature. And then by the time we make it to about lunchtime tomorrow, we're going to see a little bit more of a wintry mix around the western Kentucky area, mainly south and east of the Ohio River, before we see some flurries try to redevelop on the backside of that, mainly in our northernmost counties. Overall, I expect accumulations to be very light, with the biggest impacts being about a ½ inch of snow on grassy surfaces, but the probability of seeing 2 inches is just not present for our region. We have a 0% chance of seeing 2 inches tomorrow from the snow. One thing I am more confident, though, is that we are seeing that Arctic air return towards our region, and we're going to wake up with very dangerous wind chills by the time we make it to Saturday morning, with wind chills being as much as 10 to 11 degrees below zero, maybe even up to 12 degrees below zero back towards our west. And highs aren't going to be recovering through the weekend. We're going to be topping out at about 21 degrees for Friday, 19 for Saturday, and 30 for the day on Sunday. But once we start to warm up ever so slightly on Sunday, we're going to be warmer than average over the next 6 to 10 days, and we also are tracking a wetter than average pattern as we start the next work week. So overall, enjoy that sunshine while you can, because we are tracking the wintry mix for tomorrow, especially in the morning and early afternoon hours. We're going to make it to 21 behind that system by the time we make it to Friday, 19 for Saturday, and 30 for Sunday. We'll see a few isolated showers Monday and Tuesday, but overall, Brooke, we have 50s back on the board finally.
Well, let me tell you, above average sounds a lot better than Arctic air. We just have to get there.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Thanks, Garrett.